You are not fit for a happy life unless you learn to be content in every situation. Contentment doesn't result from having everything you desire. It stems from showing appreciation to the little things you have. Contentment means to be satisfied with what you have. So, children, today we will learn how contentment is the key to happiness. Let's start our today's story. This story is about a greedy king of Syria named Uzziah. He was very cruel, selfish, and never contented with what he had. He used to cheat people for getting their things. He had everything, still he wanted the beautiful garden of his poor neighbor Aram, due to which he was very upset. His wife asked him the reason of his sadness. He told her that he wanted the beautiful garden, but Aram was not ready to sell it to him. Then his wife said, "You already have so many beautiful gardens. Why do you want Aram's garden?" As the king was very greedy, so he was never satisfied with his own things. He told his wife, "None of my garden is as beautiful as Aram's garden." The queen was also dishonest and cunning, so she told the king how to get rid of Aram and his family to get his beautiful garden. Next day, the king ordered his soldiers to arrest Aram, his wife, and his daughter. When Aram asked him the reason, he told that he was peeping into the royal chambers of the queen. So either he should leave that country or face death. Aram was innocent. He tried a lot to explain that he never went into the queen's chamber. But king didn't listen to him, and Aram, along with his family, was sent out of the country. The soldiers left them in the desert to die, as there was no food and water. After walking a long distance, they saw a light shining at some distance. So they went there and found a hut. Aram knocked the door of the hut. An old hermit opened the door and invited them inside. Hermit asked Aram the reason of wandering in the desert. Then Aram told his story to the hermit. The hermit was a very kind person. He gave them food, water, and space to sleep in his hut. Next morning, hermit told them to stay inside the hut as he had to go to the city. He told them not to go anywhere else and he would bring food and water for them. Hermit then went to the king's palace and asked the king to help him, as a rich neighbor who lived in a marble palace cheated Hermit and thrown him out of his hut. Hermit asked the king for justice. The king got very angry with that rich man. He ordered his soldiers to arrest that rich man and kill him. Suddenly, the hermit said, "Arrest the king, as he was the culprit for what he did with Aram and his family." The king then realized his mistake and felt ashamed of what he did. He then went with the hermit and apologized to Aram for his greed. He also built a beautiful house for Aram in front of the garden so that he and his could live happily and comfortably. So, children, you should treat others the way you want to be treated. You should be satisfied with what you have. Never feel jealous of the things which others have. You should work hard so that you could earn whatever you want. Stealing or snatching anything from others will make you a greedy person and you will never live happily in life. So, be content with what you have to live a peaceful life.